Today we're doing a radiator swap on the 9-gen Accord because we smell coolant when the car is warm, and we believe that seepage from the actual plastic tanks that are on the stock radiator. Now we can't really see any kind of seepage, but it's the only thing at this point that makes sense. We haven't found any kind of leaks, or we checked for a head gasket issue, but that didn't come up with any positive results. So we believe that it's the radiator. Now, nobody makes, well, obviously that's a lie, but nobody makes a full aluminum radiator for these cars, at least nobody that's worthwhile, right? Koyo, Mishimoto, CSF, none of those guys make it. I found this on eBay, so we're gonna hope that this works and it doesn't actually leak. We looked over the welds, they look all right. So we'll swap it in and see if it's good. The reason you want to do all aluminum is for the reason of the plastic end tanks. You want to prevent that from happening again. And the best way of doing it is getting a full aluminum radiator. So let's go ahead and drain the fluid and swap this out. Now I've shown you guys this before when I did the coolant change. There is right down, it's dark, but you can reach it from the top. There's a valve. It's right there. There it is. That valve, you just simply spin it to drain the coolant from the radiator, and you can fit, this Accord is dropped on coilovers, not by much, but you can still fit a drain pan underneath there to get it. So if you have a stock Honda Accord, or at least stock height, you should have no issues. Looks alright, maybe. I mean, that's the furthest it's going to go in, right?
Well, I was just talking about the whole recording.
Oh, that's fine. There it goes. Why do you think we need to remove it? Oh, you broke it. Oh, I gotta take off my awesome stainless steel hardware, dude.
But it's not rusty, so it's good. You get hoses too?
Nope. No, sir. There's one company that makes it, from what I can tell. And, they want $150 for them.
For hoses?
For hose, for silicone hoses. Oh, trying to get them undone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Since this is taking a while to drain, we're just going to go ahead and try to remove these fans and install them onto the new radiator while we're waiting. Nice. The fan fits here on the bottom holders, but they don't align up at all into either one of these holes. And if you take this fan, it doesn't even come close to these here. So once again, that's kind of what happens when you buy an eBay product. It's not going to be true fit. But you should be able to make it work.
Yeah, we definitely, I'll get over.
The reason it might work is because I didn't put it all the way down. So if we have spacers here, it would probably work better.
Well, so you could put like a spacer between the bolt and...
Right.
Or like in between the radiator and this thing, like this gap right here, but... I think it might actually be alright.
That seems to be going in.
I want to clean, I'd rather clean up the thread.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You heard him, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to clean out the threads. He's the thread.
Better.
He's the thread cleaning master. What are we?
The thread is like a 1.0 or whatever.
That's the stock thread on the stock bolts.
These look like they're 6mm.
Nice.
It's a 6mm by 1.0 thread.
6mm by 1.0. All right. What do you think?
We'll see when we take it out.
Yeah. Look at that.
Much better.
Way better. I wasn't even able to do that by hand. All right. Just do the other 50. Just kidding.
Another 4. What's the extra one for? Do you know?
I think because they weren't sure which one was gonna fit.
No.
If I'm right, that's why that extra one's there. I think it was just to like, just in case one of those didn't line up right. But you know, there's no instructions on this stuff, so. Okay, so to get the fan to fit, from what I can tell, you don't want to push the fan down all the way onto these holders or whatever you want to call them. You want to have it just a little off to get it to be close to where you need this to fit. Got to mess with it a little bit. Oh yeah. Almost forgot again.
There you go.
Anti-seize, so that way, well,
If you ever have to take them back
if you
out,
ever got to take it out,
we don't
which
wanna...
from the looks of it, at some point soon, I might need to. If you're wondering what this is for, it's for the sensor that's still on the old radiator. Yep. So we'll begin that on shortly. This is where the wire that's in there for one of these connections goes to here. He broke this for me, so he's a good friend. So that mine's broken, but maybe you have a better friend and he doesn't break it for you. Lower holds up. Oh man, that's super thin. Holy shit. Look how thin that is. Like, so much thickness here, but then the radiator itself. I mean, I guess you don't need a lot when it's a NA Honda that's not performance oriented. Are you trying to see if you see any seepage?
I don't really see it on the top. I don't know if there's any on the bottom. So we gotta take out the sensor.
Yeah, we need I guess a wrench for this. Looks like a 15?
I'm gonna say 17.
17? We'll get it. It's a little loose, but it's a 17. Gasket still looks alright. Feels soft. Just leave it.
Yep.
Look at that.
Is there a lot in there? Oh, the one? Yeah, the booger weld inside.
Well,
Let's see if we can get that one.
can you see that booger weld in there?
A little bit of a booger weld.
That's, well, you know, it is what it is. right?
It'll still do what it needs to do.
It should do what it needs to do.
Why did you do that? I was covering the hole so it could fill up.
Oh, look at all that like foam coming out of it. Oh, you think it was pressure tested?
Maybe.
I mean, listen, good manufacturers would pressure test this. I have no idea if these guys did. I can't even remember if their things said they did.
They might have.
Because that's a lot of foam. Oh man, I pissed myself. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! Because this clamp is insanely rusty, we're going to go ahead and replace them with some of these style hose clamps. What do you call these? Screw type, I guess? I don't know. Just hose, your normal hose clamps. What do they call it? Just hose clamp. Oh my god. That thing was done. Ooh. Ooh. There it is.
It's got rust. It's for my glove. The rust stuck to the rubber.
I see that. Yeah, that's... I don't know how well that's coming on camera, but that is all literally rust on the hose. I've never seen that either. And I have cars from 1995. So that's interesting.
This is what?
2014.
2014. I was going to say 2015. I don't think so.
You think these are just regular steel?
But hopefully they shouldn't rust up like this one did, though. That's just weird.
We have two sizes, one 1/16 to 2 inch, and 13/16 and 1 3/4. We should have trusted our guts, but it is what it is.
Should have brought in the hose.
Or that.
I think it was like that, right? Was that close?
Sure. Oh, not as easy.
Sorry.
Perfect.
How does that line up? It doesn't? Oh, it's too thick. Really?
What you're saying is you're going to force it on.
Yep.
Even if it's telling you no.
No, it's telling me yes. It's saying yes, I want to go on. It's probably just because the aluminum warped from the welding.
I mean, it's almost certainly because the aluminum worked from the one.
eBay, remember?
It is eBay. Now you got to let it go. Okay. It's in. Is it in over there?
Yeah, it'll be all right. Now we can push it this way.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it is. They warped it from welding.
I'm sure it is. Did we make sure we're not sitting on any sensors?
And any wires?
Yeah.
Oh, we're good here. Put this one in. Not that one. This one. Use that one.
So will this actually fit? Looks like it will.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
There you go. Just like last time when we did the fluid change flush or coolant. It wasn't really a flush, but it was just a change. I'm using 0x by Valvoline. This is their Asian vehicle formula made for Hondas. It's already 50-50, no need to add water. The reason I went with the blue, there is another one, but the reason I went with the blue is it has a higher boiling point. So that's what we're going with here. If you're wondering why I'm not using OEM fluid, just like I said last time, the only OEM fluid I use is transmission, and only specifically Honda manual transmission fluid.
Although I did that in my Civic, and it messed up my trans.
What, Honda or Honda's fluid? Really?
After I put their fluid in my manual transmission in my 2000 Civic Si, the bearings in the transmission got really
That's
loud.
interesting because most people.
But the stuff was like water. It was like.
It is. It's
weird.
super thin.
Yeah. I don't know. And that's because it wasn't. Because when I got the clutch done, I think they took fluid out. They put in thicker stuff, so that could have.
Oh yeah,
messed
maybe.
it up already. So who knows? I don't know. But after.
That's possible. Last time around when we did the fluid change, there were actually still small bubbles in here. Now there's not, so that even indicates even further that it's something with the radiator and not anything else. So this is a good sign. I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, you gotta squeeze your toes.
I did. I squeezed it like 50 times.
No, but you gotta hold. So you hold it, you put that in,
Oh, I see.
and then when you let go,
It shouldn't come out.
it won't come out.
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry. Perfect.
All of it?
Oh,
Holy shit.
it's a little higher, but that's okay.
Well, now to drive on it and see if as for the old radiator, honestly, I can't see anywhere that it would have gone bad, but the indication is definitely that it's the old radiator because like I said, there was no bubbles this time around and last time there was. So whatever it was not bad, but it definitely would have became bad at some point. So I'm glad we got it replaced. I see a leak under there. That's not good. That's it for this one. The radiator's doing its job. I've been driving it for a few weeks now. It's maintaining the temperature about 183 degrees Fahrenheit, which is really good. The leak there at the end was just the sensor not being tightened good enough. I was too concerned about it being over tightened, and so I didn't tighten it good enough, and that's what the leak was there for a little bit at the end. Otherwise, it is working really well. Do I recommend it? Yes, but with hesitation, because it is still an eBay, unknown company. Not to say that means, not to say that automatically means it's a bad product, but the welds aren't perfect. They hold, but they're not perfect. They're not great. They're not, they're okay at best. And at the same time, the fitment on it wasn't 100%. As you guys saw there, we were having a little rough time getting the two ends to fit on the braces or the mounts or whatever you want to call them, the hold downs for the radiators. So there is something to be said about that, but right now it is doing its job. I haven't had any issues. It's not clogged, it's cooling. there's no leaks, so I can't complain about it. So do I recommend it as a decent option for something that's really the only option for a full aluminum radiator? Yes, but with the understanding that it's got its, you know, it's got its problems. But that's it for this one. I think we are all done with the 9-gen Accord. The next video we got coming is a different car. It's not mine, it's my cousin's. We did an intake and a tune-on, and then after that we should be introducing the new to me car. It's not a new car, but it's new to me, and we'll be doing a bunch of videos on that. So I hope you guys do stay tuned to that. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.